Alright, so what's up everybody? I've already shot the video, edited the video, and I was getting ready to post this video. Last week, one of our fellow screen printers posted a live video and talked about some really personal stuff in that video, and I think it got the attention of a lot of us screen printers. I wasn't on the live when they actually did it. I showed up and watched the video afterwards. Whenever he said on the video things went south, me and my wife, we checked it out and we were in awe. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of the screen printers, a lot of the people, not just screen printers, but a lot of people that do printing with anything, that followed them and their journey, were in awe whenever he put out that information. I will not get into the details of the information that he put out, but just go to Shannon and Mikey Designs and check out the live video that he did and the information that he put out with the stuff that is going on with not just him, but Shannon. So after the live came out, Cam from The Print Life actually started a GoFundMe page for them, which is an awesome idea because of the stuff they have going on. And then it's awesome to see all the printers that are using their platform like YouTube or Instagram to put out and share the information about what's going on. So if you guys follow Shannon and Mikey Designs, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So Shannon and Mikey, our thoughts and our prayers are with you every step of the way. All right, so I just wanted to get on here real quick and add this to the beginning of my video like I said. So down below, I am going to add the link to the GoFundMe page. If you guys have a little bit extra change, you got a little bit extra money, go ahead, click that link and donate to Shannon and Mikey Designs. And I like to get permission to share other people's videos, and I know he's got a lot on his plate right now, so I'm not going to hit him with a message asking if I could put a link down below to the video. So if you guys want to watch that live, if it's still up, make sure you guys go to Shannon and Mikey Designs on YouTube. It was his last live that he put out if you guys want to get more information about what's going on. And then last to the community of printers that we have on YouTube and in Instagram, keep doing what you guys are doing or what we are doing. It's awesome, especially when something like this happens to somebody that we watch. It's awesome to see us all come together. All right, so that's it. The video that you guys are about to watch was recorded prior to this right here. Like I said, I wanted to record this and put this at the beginning of the video for you guys to see, to know that I support them and all the print community family. All right, so that's it. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this video that I called Battle of the Low Cure Inks. All right, here we go. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Joe and this is Hard Hustle Printing. All right, so if you guys watched my last video, I showed you guys a sample pack from Screen Print Direct. Came with 6 different colors like this, and in the last video what I did is I printed the white on some shirts. This says it's a rapid cure and it cures at 270 degrees. I actually did a whole order of shirts and they all came out cured at 270. And like I said at the end of the video, that there are other inks out there that claim that they all cure at a low temperature. So what I did for this video is I ordered 3 different quarts of ink that all say they cure at a low temperature. All right, so the first ink that we're going to be using is from International Coating. It's the 7113 Performance Pro low fusing, low curing white plastisol ink. The recommended minimum cure temperature is 275 degrees. All right, so the next ink we're going to be using is the Rapid Cure white plastisol ink from Screen Print Direct. So with this ink right here, they say that it cures at 270 degrees. So that's going to be the second ink that we're going to be printing with. All right, so the last ink that we're going to be using is from screenprint.com. What we're going to be using is the high quality Effin ink. They also say that their ink is a low cure ink also, and that it actually cures lower than both of the ones that we're using. So they say that their ink can cure at 260 degrees. So I've always used the ink from Total Ink Solutions, and their ink cures at 330 degrees. So this is a big difference from the International Coating and Screen Print Direct, where they have about 60-degree difference from Total Ink Solution. And then the Effin ink has about a 70-degree difference when it comes to curing the ink compared to Total Ink Solutions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with International Coating because theirs is 275, Screen Print Direct's is 270. And then we're going to finish this video off with the Effin ink from Ryanette that says that it cures at 260 degrees. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have about 50 to 60 shirts to print for this order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the Anatol Thunder with 6 shirts. I'm going to print those first 6. After they come out of the conveyor dryer, we're going to put them to the side. We'll do the same thing with the next 2. We'll adjust the temperature as we go. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is I am going to be flash printing them. So we're gonna put a first coat on there, we're gonna flash it, bring it back around, and we're gonna do 2 coats of each ink and see how they look, so that we can have consistency through all the shirts that we do. What I don't want to do is I don't want to do one of them with 3 coats. I don't want to do one with 4 coats. So all the 18 shirts that I'm going to be doing for this right here is going to have 2 passes, so we can keep the consistency the same for all the shirts. All right, so let's go ahead and get the flash dryer turned on and the conveyor dryer warmed up, and then we'll start printing these. Alright, so again we're going to be using the International Coating ink first. This one says it cures at 275 degrees, and I looked up the time, it's 60 seconds. And then again it says that it all depends on your conveyor dryer, so I just went with 60 seconds. So we're going to go 275 degrees for 60 seconds. Alright, so the actual temperature that I set on the conveyor dryer is 540 degrees, and then like I said, 60 seconds. So those of you that have followed me, you guys know that I use the ink from Total Ink Solutions. And this ink right here is a lot creamier than Total Ink Solutions ink. Their white ink is very thick compared to this one. So we'll see how the rest of them look or feel whenever I bring them out. So first time using this one, let's see what happens. I'm only going to put a little bit because we're only doing 6 shirts. Like I said, 2 passes. Alright, so we have our ink on the screen. Everything is set. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put 2 coats of this International white ink on here. Once we do that, we're going to send it through the conveyor dryer, and we're going to test the temperature, and then we'll let it sit until we finish the other 12. Alright, so there's our first coat of white ink. You can still see the red coming through it. It's not wet, so we're good. We got a good dry on it whenever we did the flash over there. So now we're going to put our second coat over the top of that, and then hopefully the red will go away, and then we can put it in the conveyor dryer. I don't want to do more than 2 passes because I want to keep everything legit. With all 3 of the inks, just doing 2 passes. But let's see how this looks. Yeah, that worked 2 passes. Alright, so there's our 2 passes of white ink. We're going to throw it into the conveyor dryer, see how it comes out. Alright, so here's the first ones that we just got done with. I'm going to leave them here. We're going to do the next 6. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to clean off the screen so that we can load the new ink on there. We're going to go with the ink from Screen Print Direct next. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so the International Coating ink is done. We're going to clean our screen so that we can put the next one on here. Alright, so the screen is clean now. We cleaned up the squeegee and the spatula just so we don't have none of them crossing over. And we're going to be using the Rapid Cure White from Screen Print Direct. This one says 270. I've already turned down the conveyor dryer a little bit more, and hopefully we can get it to that temperature. It's kind of tricky to get it to that temperature because it fluctuates so much inside of there. Again, this one is nice and creamy, just like the international coating. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to do 6 shirts for this. After we do that, we're going to run through the Alright, so here's the last one. And then we're going to start printing the white ink from Screen Print Direct. So this one's a 270 for the cure. So we're going to go ahead, 2 passes just like we just did with the other one. Alright, so here's the print with the ink from Screen Print Direct. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the flash dryer and make sure it's coming out at 275 degrees. Alright, so here's the one from Screen Print Direct. Let's go ahead and clean the screen so we can put the F&, ink on there. So my battery died, we're back. We're going to go ahead and now we're going to do the F&, ink. And so far I like the lid. Like the lid is easy. You know, it's not those other ones where you got to pop them off. This one right here, pretty good. This one's a little bit thicker whenever it comes to stirring it around. Not like the international coating or the one from Screen Print Direct. This one's a little bit thicker. But we'll see the outcome whenever we put it under the conveyor dryer. Seeing if it cures at 260 degrees. Alright, so that should be good right there. This one has something in the ink right here. I have to clean the screen off because this is what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing that, but let me clean the screen off and hopefully we can avoid that. Alright, so that looks better. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to print the next shirt and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to leave you the camera right there so we can see what happens. Alright, so let's try this. It's doing it again. I don't know what that is. There's like some thick stuff in there. I don't know what that is. So I'm just going to take all of this off and I'm going to grab more ink and not use this because I don't know what's in this. Something was in there. So let me do that real quick because I don't know why it's doing that. Again, see the print? Just in that little area. So I'm going to do the same one. Well, I'm going to clean it again. Because I don't want that to happen again. So let me move this out of the way. It's 2 shirts back to back. So hopefully we get a better result this time. Clean the bottom of this. Alright, so we're gonna pass up this shirt here. Gotta move you out of the way. We're gonna go to the third one. So let's try with the fourth one. Alright, so let's try it again. It's like clumpy in there. Alright, so my battery died whenever I was printing the effing ink, but let me show you if it didn't save what was going on. It had something in the ink that was making this happen. On that one, it started small like this right here. You can see that it started small, and then whenever I went to this one right here, it got really big. So then what I did is whenever I got to this t-shirt right here, I went ahead and I took the ink off that was on here and I put it onto here because it has like clumpy stuff inside of it. I don't know if it's just a bad batch or what it is, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep printing this and see what I get. Hopefully it comes out right. I've already done one pass on this. I'm gonna do one more. I had to go in there and clean the screen out to make sure that little whatever it was out of the way. Not sure what it was. So that looks better, but let's see. Alright, so that looks better. Hopefully it stays like that. That's my second pass. Hopefully we can cover that stuff there. That looks better. Hopefully we can cover that up. It just looks bubbly to me. I don't know. This is the first time I'm using it. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. If you guys have used this ink before and it looks like that, just let me know. Like, I've never used it, so. Second pass covered up the first mess up or whatever it was that was in it. Alright, so this is we've already done 2 passes on this. It actually feels pretty good. But the reason I know is because I put a piece of tape there, so I know where I start, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take these off, put them in the conveyor dryer, and we're gonna dry them at 260 degrees, or cure them at 260 degrees, so let's do that. Alright, so we got our first shirt in there from the effing ink. Let's see what our temperature's at and see if it's coming out at 260, 265. It's always fluctuating, so we'll see. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to let those shirts sit for a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue printing these shirts. Whenever I get done with these, we'll go over those real quick and then we'll get out of here. Alright, so we'll be right back. Alright, so the order is complete. Like I said, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down onto the table. I brought the shirts over here so we can actually look at the shirts and see which ones actually cured at the temperature that they say they did. So let's do that. Alright, so here we are right here. We have the white from International Coating, the white from Screen Print Direct, and the white from screenprinting.com, or as everybody knows, Ryanette. Alright, so here's the first one right here. And as we can see, or I can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'll bring you guys in here, I'll zoom you in. With 2 passes on this one, you can still see some of the red through this. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give it like a little stretch to see if it cracks. If it cracks, it didn't cure at the 275. It was about 275, 280 whenever we were doing that. So let's give it a little tug. Zoom you guys in. You can see it has a little bit of cracks in there. When I'm doing this piece right here, it's just right here, it's not going there. None of that is. Got a little bit on the R up here. You can see that. So we'll do another one. Let's grab another one from the batch that we did. Hopefully y'all can see this when I'm doing it. So this one's a little bit better. Still got a couple little ones up here in the L. Couple in the R. Let's try another one. Couple cracks, see it? So what I'll do with these is I'll put them under the heat press to make sure that they fully cure before I give them to the customer. So they'll still be good. I just got to put them under the heat press. So these are the ones from International Coating, 275 degrees. I have a little bit of cracking in there, and from what I know, when it cracks, it didn't cure all the way. All right, and then the next shirts we're gonna grab are from Screen Print Direct, the white ink from them. This was $270. So if you look at this, this actually looks pretty good. I'm not giving it a good tug. So that one looks good. See if I can keep it down here so you guys can see it. I'll try to zoom in for y'all. Try to keep it flat. So this looks good, and then when I release it, it does bounce back to where it's supposed to be. You guys can see that. All right, let's do another one. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not too sure if you can. But you look at this line right here, whenever I pull it, so that one looks good. Got a little tiny bit right there in the E, but that's about it. So those are the ones from Screen Print Direct. Right. The next ones we have are from screenprint.com, Orionet, and their effing ink. So let's look at this. Like I said in the beginning, whenever I was printing these, I didn't know if it was a bad batch or what it was because it had some stuff inside of it. If you guys have had any problems like that with their ink, leave some comments down below and let me know. But this was supposed to cure at 260 degrees, and if you look at it, like, you could just see it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's a bad batch or that's just their 260 degrees. So I'm not too sure. If you can see that. Leave it flat. If you can see that there, I'll try to zoom you in. So this is just one. Maybe it was just this one. If you can see that right there. So I'll definitely have to put this one under the heat press. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, same thing with this. As soon as I give it a tug, the ink starts to break apart. If you can see that. So let's try one more. Yeah, same thing. So this one, the ink didn't hold up. I did it for 260 degrees. I think we had it under there for a minute. As you can see, like the S. And with this one, I don't get the same thing. Let's see, this is the one from Screen Print Direct, just messing with the S. I don't get that whenever I pull it. Let's try this one. Just the S. So we could do the same with all of them. So this is the one from International Coating. This one's not doing that. So the International coating actually held up there too with the S, but still had a little bit of cracking. You can see that. So yeah, my first time using all three of these inks. Well, I did use the one from Screen Print Direct on that last order, and then I ordered these three quartz right here to give this a try to see which one was going to be the best one. All right, so this is my honest review of the three inks. We use International Coating first, Screen Print Direct, and then the F and ink. All white inks, all claiming to be low cure. I did exactly what they said. I had the flash dryer on. I did a flash print, put it through the conveyor dryer at the temperatures for International Coating 275, Screen Print Direct 270. And then the F and ink at 260. And then again, with the conveyor dryer, it always fluctuates because it's not a enclosed chamber, oven, whatever you want to call it. So the air does get out, the heat does get out, so you will have that fluctuation with the heat. Right, so you have the heating elements at like 500, 600 degrees, but the shirt only reaches a certain temperature because you have it moving with the belt that's in there. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rate these from 1 to 3, and you probably already know how it's gonna go. I'm gonna have to say the number one that did actually cure at 270 degrees was the Screen Print Direct ink. And then after that, we did have the International Coating that did, some of it cured at 275. We still had some breakage in the ink whenever we were tugging it, but not as much as the one from Ryonet or the F and ink white. We did do it at 260 degrees, which they say is the lowest temperature that you can have it at to cure it. Same thing with the other ones, 270, 275 is the lowest that you can have it. Even with International Coating, when I was looking online, it says 275, and then I saw somewhere else that it said 285. So what is it really? You know what I mean? It never hurts to go a little bit above what they say that it actually is, right? So with the F and ink, if I probably would have had it at 275 for all of them, would they have all cured? Maybe, but I didn't do that. I did it by what they said on the container. Low cure ink, 275, 270, and 260. And I would have to say number 3 is the F and ink at 260, because whenever you guys saw, whenever we pulled it, it was flaking, and it was the ink was like separating really easy. So that's just my opinion, right? Everybody has their way of doing things. This is just what happened whenever I printed these 3 inks tonight. And then another thing I want to say is whenever I was mixing the ink before I put it actually on the screen, the International Coating and the Screen Print Direct ink was actually really creamy. Whenever I did the F and ink, it was a little bit thicker. It wasn't as thick as what I've been using, which is the ink from Total Ink Solution. Their ink is a lot thicker, and it cures at 320 degrees. So these are obviously lower than that. So that's what I would say about International Coating and Screen Print Direct's white ink, is both of them were really creamy. All right, so the one thing I can say about the F and ink is the container. I love the container because everything else that I have, it has that little pry thing that you have to use to pry it off. With that one, you could just unscrew it, get your ink, put it where you need it, screw it back on. Very easy. Not like these other ones where you got to fight with it to get it off. All right, and then I'm not saying anything bad about the F and ink. I'm just saying what I printed tonight, right? So maybe I had a bad batch. Who knows? And hopefully the file didn't get corrupted so that you guys can see whenever I finish editing this video. Whenever I was printing it, felt like there was some cloth or something inside of it. But whenever I was printing it, it was not letting the ink pass through and it was just smearing. So hopefully you guys got to see that. If not, I went back and I showed you guys what I was getting. So, but I won't know until I go and edit the video. So we'll see what happens. I'm not saying anything bad about International Coding. I'm not saying nothing bad about Screen Print Direct, and I'm not saying nothing bad about screenprint.com or the F&E. This is my review, and I told you guys I was going to do this, so I stuck to my word and I did it for you guys. All right, so what I'm going to do while I'm editing this video is I'm going to reach out to all three of these companies and see if they are willing to give you guys a discount code to get a discount off of this ink. All right, so hopefully they give me one. Who knows? Hopefully they give me one. I've tried to get stuff from Ryonet to give discount codes, and the people that I've talked to have always told me no. So if it's like that, it's like that. I have never reached out to International Coding, so I'll reach out to them. Hopefully they will. And if you guys want to try out the white ink that I tried out tonight, by all means, hopefully the link is down below. And then I'm going to reach out to Screen Print Direct and find out if they want to give you guys a code for something also. So they did send me that sample kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to them and see if they'll actually give us a code to get a percentage off if you guys were to order something. So hopefully, if you guys go down in the description below, you guys could check it out. Like I said, I don't know right now, but hopefully when this video is done and it comes out and you guys are watching it right now, hopefully there's a link down there below for one or if not all three of these companies right here. And last, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Self-promotion. Promote yourself, right? Get on Instagram, get on TikTok, get on Facebook. By all means, get in front of a camera. Speak to yourself. I do it all the time, right? Make videos. If you guys want to do a review like this, go for it. Do it. You know what I mean? And then hopefully people will start watching. If they don't start watching right away, don't get discouraged. Just keep at it. I'm pretty sure that when a lot of creators or YouTubers started out, they weren't getting any views. I know I wasn't. And then eventually, it just happened. You know what I mean? So, again, self-promote yourself. So I'm out of here. I'm done, right? I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. The next giveaway, we did one at 15,000 subscribers. We gave away 2 heat presses, right? So let's do the next one at 50,000 subscribers. We're at almost 31,000 subscribers right now. 50,000 subscribers, we'll get there eventually. 50,000 subscribers, we'll do another big giveaway. I'll get with some other creators. We'll all put together a package and we'll give away something really, really good for you guys, all right? So make sure you hit that subscribe button. You hit that bell so you're notified whenever we do giveaways. If you guys follow me and you saw the other night we went live at the vinyl stand where I have a whole store full of this vinyl in the background. We gave away 2 yards, and then Jason from Graphics Warehouse also showed up and then gave away 1 yard also. So make sure you guys follow me on YouTube and on Instagram because it's a lot easier to post stuff on Instagram. Little short clips. Now YouTube has YouTube Shorts. So I'll be adding stuff to that too. So we'll see how it goes. But again, 50,000 subscribers, we'll be doing another big giveaway. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right, and it's coming quickly. I didn't even see 10,000 subscribers coming. Here we are at 31,000, right? So thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. Thank you guys for subscribing. Click that bell. And until next time, keep pressing.